Pickaxe.
5, 4, 3, 2, live! Michelle.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 953 of the Video Game Outsiders podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Michelle Madison.
And I, of course, am your John Jacobson. Michelle, what is happening on this special episode?
Well, John, it's just us tonight. We are going to go over some of the controversies taking place. What's with this music in gaming this week? Like AI and what's going on with NTE. Anita Sarkeesian and the Slay the Spire 2 drama. Mixtape and the tens. And the kind of discussion like, what is a game?
What
also,
is rate
Sony's
baiting?
kind of in trouble. Some news about that. So, yeah, we don't have a Canadian tonight. Ryan is in Japan.
Thank the fuck God.
We heard he's trapped there. He can't get home. But we'll see if he's back in a couple weeks. We'll be talking to CC next week. But yeah, John, just us tonight. But there is a lot of news, a lot of topics, a lot of things have been happening. We all played an AI game. I know you played Mixtape. People have been asking, what did John think of it? We're going to find that out. So, of course, though, right now, turn that shitty music off. What is that?
What do you mean? I'm engaged.
I don't like it.
I can't wait to hear what happens on this episode.
We're live right now on twitch.tv/John and Michelle. We do it every Tuesday from 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern. If you miss it, you can listen anywhere podcasts are. You can get weekly bonus shows from us, the 20-year back catalog, and listen in your player of choice. If you go to videogameoutsiders.com and you hit that red button, you can support the show and get weekly bonus shows, the 20-year back catalog. John, we're also sponsored by Loaded.com. We're giving away the new Lego Batman game and the new Bond game this month. So head on down to our Discord on videogameoutsiders.com and check out Loaded.com if you want to save money, get some keys for Steam, PlayStation, whatever. But yes, John, tonight is a very, very large show, even though it's just us.
It is. We're covering...
We have topics, okay?
Heavy
A lot of
stuff.
things have happened.
This is the big hitting news, I think.
We have no Canadian with us tonight.
Well, that's not a requirement.
Okay, I kind of feel
I know
lost.
Our permit does require that, though. Do we have a license?
The only reason we're still on the air is because we always are required to be like accompanied by a Canadian.
Yeah, we're getting funding from the Canadian government. We have been since the beginning, but we have to have
Americans
one Canadian
bad.
host.
The Canadians like us, yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
So
they're there as like the
it's a
voice of
grant
reason.
from the Toronto. It's an old money family up there. They send money
Toronto
down.
Family, yeah.
Yeah, it's the Abigail Toronto.
Right.
And her husband, Jebediah. They've been sponsoring this for a long time.
Yeah, we're ready to pull back the curtain here. It's time to reveal this. We are funded by Canada. No. But yeah, so we've got a big show tonight, a lot of games, a lot of news, and no Canadians. But
yeah,
I'm hearing there's a Canadian who kind of wants to come on and talk. And like, should we let him, like, I don't know. They kind of have like a thing.
What?
There's like, I thought that we had like a Canadian guy who wanted to talk. What do you mean, what?
I'm Charlie, the Canadian.
John
this guy.
completely fucked this up. It's completely not working.
And I'm Charlie, the Canadian.
Yeah, Charlie.
That's our third host tonight, Charlie.
Exactly. See, like, we don't need Canadians. They're all interchangeable.
We had to get this stupid guy on here.
Yeah,
You're both assholes.
Whoa, dude.
Wait a minute.
Come on.
Charlie.
Well,
that's not nice.
Charlie, the Toronto family wants to have a Canadian.
Yeah, so now
I hate you and your entire race.
Okay, but we've
dude.
fulfilled our Canadian responsibilities now with Charlie.
Yes.
Right? We're good? Okay.
Yeah, we've got, this is kind of an AI episode.
Yeah, it's one of our big topics tonight. A lot of drama.
110001010 beep.
Get Drake.
1100 beep.
Okay, that's great. We don't need that. Yeah, we're going to be talking about NTE and all the stuff going on with that as well. And I know you played that game again.
I did.
So yeah, a lot of big topics. Let's just jump right into them. We'll kind of bring them up as we bring up games, I think, because they kind of all go together. Because one of the topics that's been coming up with Mixtape is sort of the whole what is a game question again, because Mixtape has been getting some flack for not having enough interactivity. There's a video going around of where the player just drops the controller and they say, you can't fail. I'm not even controlling this. Okay. So I did not play Mixtape because I honestly could not bring myself to play it, and I wouldn't have anything of value to add about it. It is not a quote game for me, okay? But I did try.
Now, hang on a second, though. Like Life is Strange and other things. Just playing devil's advocate here. Life is
Strange actually has consequences and choices and things like that. I didn't really like that game though. That's never been my thing either. So yeah, they're not my types of games. But this one is really just watching a 3-hour music video, I've heard, and from what I've watched of the gameplay. So I knew it wasn't going to be for me, but I figure you're somebody who appreciates music. You're somebody who was a teenager in the 90s, right? In the beginning. So like you could probably reflect to the time. This is your era, maybe. So it's kind of relevant to you.
I think the age here they're going for is they're graduating from high school in 1999. I believe that's the exact year.
Yeah. So then, I mean, I don't know. I don't relate to rebellious like angst or anything like that. Like from what I saw about it, like this just doesn't.
I mean, do you want to talk about this now or
no? I want to.
Okay.
I mean, unless you want to review Mixtape, I'm saying why I didn't play it, but I did play another quote, kind of what is a game narrative game called Directive 8020. So this is another Dark Pictures game from Supermassive. They did Until Dawn and The Quarry. I did watch my sister play and play with her Until Dawn. I mean, that's the types of games these are. You get together around the TV, you yell, you make choices. You know, they had a bunch of actors and actresses at the time. This game is much like the same. They have the lady from The Jackal, The Day of the Jackal, that sniper show we like, John, Latasha Lynch, she's in it, and a couple of other actors. And so this one, the reason why I wanted to play, and we did get sent a key, is because it takes place on a spaceship, and I'm sort of like a sci-fi spaceship. I love anything that takes place in space. I just watched Project Hail Mary again. So, you know, Earth is dying, you're on a spaceship, you crash, shit's going down. I don't want to spoil the story because it's the whole thing about the story. So I was interested in that, okay? But this is much like the others, except I feel like even more so than Until Dawn, and that's the one I'll compare it to. Really a lot of watching cutscenes, making a choice here and there. There was a lot of squatting in the dark so far.
Sure. That's my favorite album that I made.
But they do the thing that they always do with the path on a grid and make a decision, go back in time, sort of like Detroit Become Human. That is one I did actually like, Detroit Become Human.
I love Detroit. So Detroit seemed to have consequences, right? And you were shaping the outcome of that. This does too.
People can live, people can die. You're shaping sort of these turning points, they call them. So you're choosing options. There's a turning point in the game. They say every player has 2 possible destinies shaped by your choices. You also form their personalities. So that sort of stuff I like. I did play a little bit myself. I mean, it's a beautiful looking game. It's definitely not optimized well. So if you don't have a beefy PC, you probably won't want to play this yet. But, you know, it looked great in ultra wide. I played the tutorial myself, and then I played a little bit with my sister today on the TV, and that's where I enjoyed it more. I watched her play. I yelled out what to do. That was a fine experience. But as far as me sitting down to, quote, play a game like this, I still just can't do it. They're not for me. So this is very much to me an interactive movie.
Sure. Choose your own adventure. But what was it about Detroit, though? Just the setting, maybe, or the story? No, I like the
setting of this, too. Okay. But I think Detroit had more, like, I don't know, detective work, like get down and investigate.
It definitely had detective,
things like that. So I felt like I was playing more of an old school adventure game. And look, Detroit wasn't a 10-10 game for me, but I just thought it was a cool game and a cool experience. But this
at
one
the
to
time,
me,
at the time when Detroit came out, though, didn't it seem like it was a big fucking deal? Like it
was from the people who did Heavy Rain and Indigo Prophecy, I believe, which I liked. So I don't hate these games; they're not off the table for me. But at some point, when I'm just doing QuickTime events and watching cutscenes, it's just not something I want to do anymore. You know, like here and there, it's a group activity. It's something to do with your friends and loved ones.
So here's what I've been thinking about. What, you know, like, do we need to just accept the fact that this is a serious genre of video games?
I mean, it's definitely a genre of video games.
I know, but is it one? Not, I mean, with Mixtape, that, you know, listen,
Mixtape to me is in a different genre than these. These have consequences, but deaths.
I understand, but these basically interactive movies, okay, which has been around for a while, but now with Mixtape getting a perfect 10, are we? I think,
like I said, I don't even put Mixtape in the same box as these games.
But we have to, in a way, though. Like so.
No, because Mixtape is a game where you can leave the controller on the table, and you can't fail really, and nobody can die. You can't fail.
Right? You can't fail, but there's things that you have to navigate through. Just to advance the
I mean, look, walking simulators have been a game for a while. If you remember many years ago with Firewatch, Matt was arguing that wasn't a game, and that was navigating and doing stuff. So,
sure.
You know, well, Spawn, if you don't have friends, you know, play with your boyfriend or girlfriend or husband or wife or your brother or sister. You've got somebody you can game with in person, right? That's what you do for me with the type of thing like Directive 8020. Me sitting at my computer alone playing this, I just couldn't get into it. I was bored. You know what I mean? So this is a group activity game. I think it's a great group activity game. Apparently you can play with up to 4 friends, like movie night mode, they call it. They actually call it movie night mode. So like they know what they're doing here. And what they're doing, I think they do what they do well. But it's just something I don't really want to, you know, sink my teeth into as a game. Reviews are mixed. Yeah, old school. I think that it's not up to par with Until Dawn. I think that the performance really needs a patch. But as somebody who kind of likes like space movies, like Lost in Space or Shit Goes Down, or like there's something. Yeah, like the Moon, Moon. You've seen that movie, right? With Sam Rockwell.
I did.
Yeah, like there's just a lot of good space movies where something goes wrong in space.
Like the
I
60s
like
TV show Lost in Space?
No, Moon.
Lost. Okay.
I don't know what that is. Just
you don't know what Lost in Space is? Danger Will Robinson?
Never heard of it. But yeah, I like space stuff. There's always a problem in space, right? You know, and that's what I like. It's like, what is this? What's
there's a problem, and then you don't have anything. You can't just go to the Home Depot to fix it.
Exactly. You're growing potatoes like in The Martian. So yeah, as a space junkie, I appreciated the story. Do I think it's the best one in the series? No. I mean, but if you've played all of these dark picture games, maybe you'll want to look at this one when it's on sale. They do have it on loaded.com if you want to save a little money. All right, so let's move on to like my AI game. And I want to talk about this a little bit with you, John, because the broader trend here is that 20% of Steam's 2025 games were made with AI. Some disclosed, some not. Okay.
Well, they have to. Okay, I read the policy on this.
Mm-hmm.
Have you looked at the policy that Valve has?
They just recently changed it.
In January, yep.
Yeah.
So you don't have to disclose if you use AI tools, like programming, coding tools.
Sure.
But you do need to disclose if you use for like art.
Yeah, I mean, there's a difference between AI and generative AI as well.
Right.
Sort of. But I mean, to me, it's all ridiculous. And I don't know. People just get so upset about this. I don't know what they expect, like a single developer to do, or even a very small team of 2 people, 3 people, and they want them to pay artists for 1,000 assets instead of maybe just 20, or they want them to pay translators in every language. Don't you dare use AI to translate. Like, what do you want? You're stopping game development, and you're not allowing developers to use the tools that are available out there. And AI is built into everything, like we've said, John, a million times, and even into Photoshop. So it's all ridiculous.
I've been using like Adobe stuff since the 90s, starting with PageMaker, okay? And over time, those tools have gotten more powerful, easier to use. And now there's a fucking AI prompt in Illustrator, right? It's built in.
And if you're using Unity, they are launching a beta with AI-assisted game development right in Unity. So to me, I think it's wonderful. I think it's progression. I think embrace it.
Well, this is where I object, though, too, is that they say you need to hire a real artist, okay?
What if you can't afford it?
Well, hang on, though. I consider myself a creative person that's been using these tools forever and know how to use them, okay? These graphic design tools, okay? So again, the software's been making my life easier over time to get onto the screen my vision in my head, right? So isn't AI the same, no different than the pen tool or the clone tool, the stamp tool in Photoshop? You know what I mean? It's just another tool in my quiver, but I'm still the artist, quote unquote, right? So why would I hire someone else?
Artist if you think of something and you generate it, like whatever. I don't know.
So that's the part I have problem with, though, is that like if you think of it and it's your vision, just
taking jobs, though, they're also creating them. They actually thought they would reduce the coding jobs. They've created more. So it's just also misinformation. And the thing is, like, doing a little research on this, I found a bunch of groups on Steam that are created to take down games that use AI. They go after people. There is a Google Doc going around where they basically bully people into disclosing AI and then patching it. So it says like patched, yes or no. And the ones that say no, the people in the group all work together
outcome,
to
by
bully
the way,
them.
in their mind. That's the only the only outcome to settle this, to get you off this spreadsheet, is to patch your shit out of it.
And they even didn't apologize properly, didn't take accountability. They feel like they're talking to their fucking ex-boyfriends. You didn't take accountability.
Right.
Like it's all therapy language and weird speak. It's literally run by crazy people. It's people that hate AI are ignorant and crazy. And they don't get anything of how like the industry works here right now. And the artist tools, like you say, John, that you could hire an artist that's probably using AI in some way.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say, is that I have the professional design tools on my PC, and AI's built into it now. So
they don't even like it for like coming up with concept art that you can hand an artist. That's even against their rules that they've made up in their head.
Well, that's like a sketch pad to me at this point, right?
If I'm a solo developer and I know how to code, but I don't know how to do art, and I come up with generative generative AI and I say, here's the 5 characters. Can you draw them for me? Even then, I have violated their no AI terms, they said. Even if I hired an artist. They had these weird rules that they created. Guys, shut the fuck up. Why don't you create a video game the way you want to and put it on Steam? And you know what? It's capitalism. Made the best game win and let it happen. So one of the games I played, John, didn't even have AI, but the AI rumors kicked in on it. And that happens all the time.
Now there's rumors?
There's always rumors.
Where are they? Like,
the game is called.
Like, have you heard? I don't know. It might have AI.
Far Ever. Okay. And it was being sort of pitched as a Zelda-like MMO light.
Okay.
Now, I saw on the Reddit that people were calling it AI. There's no mention of AI, and this is definitely AI. This is AI slop. There's no way that these icons aren't AI. I know they use AI to do this. By the way, some of those posts were removed. I looked into it. I can't find any proof or record that there's any AI in this game, okay? But because one person made a post and somebody didn't like it, there was a whole thing on Reddit about it being... They suspected it was AI slop. One of the reviews is like...
AI is here to stay.
This AI slop runs like shit on my computer. And by the way, yes, so Far Ever does not run well. Even on my 5080, it is not optimized well. But if you're happy with like sub 60 frames per second, whatever, check it out. So it's an open world adventure, action combat, MMO light. They kind of say they're inspired by Zelda and some of the posts of the developers talking about it.
It's got that Wind Waker cell shading.
Yeah, there's
Fortnite
puzzles,
kind of thing.
There's dungeons. It's like $18. You know what? I didn't mind the combat because there's a kind of a cool system where you have a main weapon and then you have an offhand weapon that's basically like a skill you equip. So you can mix and match weapons, and there's like a talent tree and stuff. But once you play for a while, like I got to level 10 to unlock both talent trees, you start to see that there's really not much happening in this game. Like it's very bare bones. It's very much concept. There's some dungeons, but they're kind of very linear. It becomes like a lot of platforming, but there's no climbing. And for me, I was like, if it's a Zelda-like MMO, I want to climb. At least the new Zeldas, anyway. I want to be able to climb, and it was just a lot of platforming, John. And I think maybe you would have liked it, but I found myself doing a lot of platforming puzzles and not enough combat down on the ground. Like I want to kill shit. No quests that were like kill 10 orcs and bring me 10 hats. You know, it was just like platform on a mountain and then collect orbs, and it kept doing it over and over and over in every zone. A lot of crafting, though. You can definitely take on like 5, 6, 7 professions. Table? Yes.
Now,
yes.
But now, okay, after you played this, read about it, looked into it,
yeah.
Is there AI or no?
I don't think there's AI in this. I think there's just bad art. I don't know. Because people said it was AI slop and somebody ran with it and then it popped up on Reddit. It's been in some of the reviews, but I can't find any proof of AI on this game. But it seems like every game that comes out, people are scrutinizing it. There's like the AI checkers, you know?
What bothers me too is that they will be mad about like they just made the icon or the wallpaper for it with AI, right? Like the entire game's not made with AI, but just like just one image, like of all like of the 10 like store images is AI, right? And that's it. That's enough to just take them down.
Anything is, even just like I said, using it for translation. So they want me to hire a Russian,
or
a Japanese
story,
person,
or
I guess I can't use like Google Translate because that's like whatever. Like so, it's just ridiculous. So this game, I don't recommend it right now. Maybe if they do continue on with it, it could be a fun little like week MMO with your friends. Like let's level together, let's do some dungeons. But Far Ever for me is a pass. I don't get like some of these hyped up YouTube reviews I've seen for this. I think these people had sponsorships. Like I just don't fucking buy this. There's people going, this game is great. Like yeah, it was kind of cool for like an hour. But if they put any more time into this game after that, they would see that it's like rinse, repeat, platform, collect orbs, do the same linear dungeon. Like there's just not enough going on in Forever. So for me, it's an absolute pass. I left it a very bad Steam review.
Oh.
Yeah, I did. I said shit art, shit game, shit this.
Did you use AI
I couldn't believe
to write that?
I should have. I'm going to start using AI. Okay, so here's a game that does use AI. And I actually think this story is pretty interesting. What is that? I don't like that. So the game I played that uses AI is called Heartopia.
Okay.
So it has had 30 million downloads. It is loved on iOS, but hated on Steam. And it's hated on Steam because of the AI, John.
Okay.
So Kotaku had an article that they released here that said Animal Crossing Cozy Sim gets bullied into disclosing Gen AI. And they were happy about it. And they're
Kotaku
using that
was.
term. Kotaku was. And people who did it were happy about it. And they said they bullied them into it. Now, I thought bullying was supposed to be bad. Look, I've been on the side of bring back bullying because I think it's made us all that were born in the 80s better people. But, they said that it was a bad thing and now it's a good thing again. If you're bullying for AI, it's a good thing, apparently. You should bully these developers. But that's what they said.
What is happening?
I don't know. So this is an Animal Crossing style game.
Is this what Blade Runner was about, if you think about it? Right?
I don't know.
Right? Listen, maybe we need to start a corporation where we have like AI hunters.
That's like
where they
Sweet
go out there
Baby
to
Inc. It's like the new Sweet Baby
But that's
Inc.
literally like Blade Runner, isn't it? Like,
yeah, we're hunting down replicants.
right.
And,
They're trying to find the AI everywhere, right?
Right. Yeah, so this game is a little Animal Crossing style sim. Look, I didn't love the PC implementation of it, a lot of like mobile style menus and things, but I think this would be fine for like kids or something if they like Animal Crossing. There's nothing like that wrong with the game. I did some crafting. I got my house. I thought it was interesting, but the bigger story around it is like how bad people have tried to take this game down. And it's still been a success, by the way, but a lot of the reviews for this, like here's one, despite the developer being a $31 billion company, they decided to use AI for artwork rather than pay an artist. This game also has racism through creating a demeaning stereotype NPC. So they hopped on that too. It's not just AI, John. Apparently it's racist. It has unethical practices of deleting off Steam complaints and banning posters. It has a predatory gotcha system. First of all, I don't like this whole it's a predatory gotcha thing. Like, you have to be able to control yourself. Like, no one's forcing you. No one's raking you over the coals to spend $4.99 on a hat. Okay? If you bought the hat, own it. Okay? You bought the hat.
I know.
This game is racist.
I never spend any money in those games, but
they said this game is racist and ableist. I don't even know what the fuck
AI
that means.
that's racist?
I don't know. Generative AI, yuck, uninstalled and gross, another review said. So I kept seeing these same things. It's racist. It's ableist. They used AI. I don't understand the ableist thing. Did they mock somebody in a wheelchair? What the fuck are these people even talking about? There's some sort of like Venn diagram of these crazy fucks who hate AI.
What if the artist was a bad guy? What would be better? Would you? Okay, so you have AI making art.
He's a Yakuza member. He did good
or
tattoos.
the artist is like he's like a notorious litterer or something. Like whatever. He's like he's just some bad dude. And everyone knows he's a bad guy. He's done bad stuff.
If you want to support racism, ableism, and a team that doesn't care about anything but $5.99, be my guest. This is me being respectful, by the way. 300 hours on record, by the way, these motherfuckers. All of these people with bad reviews calling the game ableist and racist have hundreds of hours on record. I'm looking right at the reviews right now. So 100 hours on record, yuck, this is gross. So I'm like I said, there's some Venn diagram with the AI haters, and they like to call everything racist and ableist. And
but I don't understand the racist part.
Hating AI is the new woke. It really is.
But is AI is that who's racist? The AI is?
I don't know. I don't even understand how the game's racist. Look, I turned it on. There was some
how's it ableist?
I have no clue. People had legs. I don't know. That's
what I'm saying.
It was free. They're saying it's predatory, it's racist, it's ableist. They bullied them into disclosing the AI. Look, who gives a shit? These people, like I said, these people are mentally unstable. I really believe if you hate AI, you're fucking nuts. Like, if there's just no way. There might be a few normal people that have their reasonings, but most of them are literal crazy people because they all say other weird shit like this. They create takedown groups. They bully people. They want to stop development. They don't understand how anything works. Guys, if you hate AI, just throw your phone in the river and go live in the woods because it's in everything.
You guys are so funny.
I know. Thank you.
Oh, Matt. Yeah. I mean, Charlie.
I don't want these people benefiting from AI. It's starting to piss me off because when you get cancer, you know that AI is better at detecting cancer now than doctors. Okay, so don't go to an AI radiologist. You shouldn't be allowed to.
Or get the litterer guy to help you out.
Exactly. It's yuck. Okay, guys. So why don't you ask your friend to find your lung cancer because AI is yuck and it's terrible and it's ruining the environment and society. So yeah, I don't know. There's some crazy shit going on.
Get rid of your iPhone. How dare you?
Get rid of everything. Go live in the woods. I'm telling you. But they can't. They're just going to bitch on Steam about Heartopia, which is some stupid, harmless Animal Crossing style game.
It looks so benign, Michelle, looking at it. Like, honestly,
it really is. It's completely harmless. Like I said, it's just like some shitty little like Animal Crossing clone. And I I got in there. It's completely free. They gave me a house. I created a rug. I chopped down some trees. Like, I didn't see ableism. I didn't see racism. I don't know what the fuck these people are talking about.
What is the racism? I'm a little hung up on that one.
So Google Heartopia racism.
I don't get it. I don't get that. Like,
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't want to dig for it. If you got to dig for it, you're creating it. The ableism thing, I didn't get either. I don't know what they're talking about. So I think it's because, like I said, that crossover of the people who hate AI, they're like activists. And so they're looking for, it's kind of, how many times can you call somebody racist? It's kind of old, right? Everybody's like, yeah, me too, or ableist.
Here it is.
So now it's AI.
All right, I got the Reddit here.
Tell me what happened.
Okay. So they're saying that recently Heartopia has had an onslaught of controversies, and all of them could have been avoided.
Oh, my God.
So, racism. Recently, an NPC character within the game, one of the only black representation, got intoxicated off of a mushroom in a cutscene.
That's not even a trope that black people eat mushrooms. That's not even a good one.
And then proceeded to hang on, and then proceeded to behave and then make monkey noises. It says,
please, they were.
This is what Reddit says.
That's not true.
I know.
There were chibis. They're asking me, are the characters white? Guys, they're like chibis. It's like they're like kind of Asian-y. This typical like Asian. Yeah. I don't know, westernized Asian faces that we often see, right? Which is basically like a hybrid of like Asian and European face. But like it's the typical chibi look.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Again, this is one person posts this, and that's probably how they interpreted something that was nothing like that, right? Like
somebody ate a mushroom. What? There were no drugs in this game. Like, what are we even talking about? Like, I think I made mushrooms so I could make mushroom soup. Like, there were no drugs. Like, this is like crazy people making bullshit up. That's like all this is, John. And where's the ableism come from?
I'm going to find that right now. But
yeah, because that's even fucking crazier. Okay.
So it's facing severe player concerns regarding ableism, primarily centered on in-game accessibility. Specifically, the lack of ramps.
Oh my God!
In wheelchair accessible areas and confusing, potentially insensitive character animations. There's no ramps on the building.
Are you fucking serious? This is like an SNL skit. There's no ramps in the game. We have to have guys. They're not real wheels. It's a video game.
Ramps. Oh my God.
It's probably like a 4chan troll, old school, and like these crazy people pick it up like it's
ramps.
Real.
Wait, so there's no ramps in a video game? And
oh my God.
Confusing, potentially insensitive character. Oh my God.
Look, this is what I'm saying. These are the same people that hate AI. They're mad that there's no ramps in the video game.
It says that that they removed this harmful stereotypical mushroom thing, I guess. They apologize for it.
Okay. I've never heard of black people and mushrooms. There's like that's not even a thing. That doesn't even make any sense.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
Here there's a Kotaku article about this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are ramps being added?
No, that says removes questline featuring monkey noises.
Yeah, it's probably just a character going or something, and somebody goes, "That's a monkey." It's like, no, it's just a character flipping out because they ate a bad mushroom or something.
The ableist thing is way more.
I mean, I could get it if they were like, they said everybody in a wheelchair is a retard or something. Like, oh, that's pretty harsh, China. Why'd you say that? But that's not what's happening here. They just didn't have ramps. And it all started because of the AI. And this is the way they're going to bully them into it. It's like, well, you won't remove the AI. Well, we're going to get you on this. Now you're racist. You're ableist. We're going to shut you down. You're sexist. They tried that with the Wukong developers. They were sexist. Like there's always something. Right. They've got some ist at the end. There's an ist, And so it's like AI. Well, you're AIist then. And so I think they're running out of like ways to call people sexist and racist. So now they've latched onto AI. And I truly believe if you hate AI, you're a fucking retard and you're dumb and you're crazy. And you probably say racist and ableist a lot. And you shouldn't be involved in rating video games, reviewing video games, because it's become honestly laughable. But Heartopia is not that good. There's better like Animal Crossing clones, but it was just kind of a free little cute game I think kids would probably appreciate. Very, very basic kind of.
But it has a sloppy team, I'm reading.
Well, I mean, it's been downloaded 30 million times. So, you know what, guys? Let's see you do better. Okay?
A sloppy team.
Let's see you do better.
Are we talking like this now all the time? Like everything.
They throw slop on everything.
I know. Slop. It's a sloppy team. This is sloppy.
It's slop. It's slop. And then, I did play one other 100% AI-driven game, but I know you did too, so I'll let you bring that up. And I am just drinking water with lemon. All right, John, what did you do over there?
All right, let's get into it. All right, let's take on Mixtape real quick.
Okay.
Or not quick, but whatever. Okay, so I played Mixtape. Now this game, I know you and I talked about this the other day. Like I woke up and I saw it got 10s on IGN. I knew right away something was a foul. Like,
right.
And then the internet just like exploded about this. Okay.
Yes.
And there's a guy in IGN who gave it a perfect 10, and I watched the review, and one of the higher ups above him interviewed him after the review to say, really, a 10? Like,
right. Let me check in a little wellness check here, buddy.
Right.
Right.
So this guy, Simon Carty, you know, he's given 10 perfect 10s out 4 times now. Okay. One of the games you're going to agree with, God of War Ragnarok. Okay?
No, I didn't like Ragnarok. I like the first one.
Okay.
First God of War was a good game.
Sure. Okay. Disco Elysium, Final Cut, perfect 10. He gave Overwatch 2020 a perfect 10.
This guy have blue hair.
I guess 3 games, and that's 4. It's God of War, Disco, Overwatch, and now this. Okay. So when I saw this, I'm like, "There's no fucking way this is a perfect 10." Because right away I think about, well, what about like every Zelda game and, you know, Skyrim or whatever, like all these games that are going to be part of the zeitgeist for the rest of our fucking life. Sure. You know, that's a 10.
Talking. You know, they gave Dragon Age a 9 and Crimson Desert a 6 and
but,
whatever.
I mean, 10s are like, these are like the Star Wars of video games. Like everyone for generations will know about this, right?
It's the Mount Rushmore of video games, people have been saying. Like, we know Zelda's going to be on it, right? But like not Mixtape.
Are we talking about Mixtape in 10 years? I'm like, I have to play this fucking game. Okay. Right. So it's on Game Pass. So I played it on PC. Now, right away, I didn't know a lot about it going in. I knew there was music was a big part of it and skateboarding because you had told me the skateboarding thing. So I went in and the game starts and right away you're skateboarding down this hill with your friends and it starts playing a Devo song, like a real one. I'm like, because I didn't really know that it had all this licensed music going in, Michelle. Yeah. And I'm like, whoa, they got the fucking license for this shit?
Right, it's supposed to be a little indie game from Annapurna or whatever, a little indie game with all this licensed music.
So, yeah, the premise of the game is this, is that they're graduating high school. It's 1999, I presume, because they keep showing this, like, receipt price tag on a CD, and it says, like, $10.99, like, the year, October 1999, whatever. So maybe it's the year 2000. But, so the premise is that this girl is... It's like a John Hughes 80s movie that takes place in the 90s. It's like a John Cusack type thing. Remember that record store or Empire Records, or you know that record that, and then John Cusack had that record movie, you know what I'm talking about? Whatever. So it's like this girl is like a really nerd. She's really nerdy about making mixtapes, and she feels like she's the best at it. And the premise is that this is their last night together before she takes on this job as a music supervisor for like movies and TV, where she's going to be making soundtracks for, you know, television or movies, right? Okay. And so she's made a special mixtape for the evening that she's going to play with her friends as the night progresses. And you're basically playing this mixtape throughout and then telling stories to go along with the tracks on the mixtape. That's what it is, okay? And there's some flashbacks, and then some modern, you know, in the moment things. But it's all got the music behind it from the mixtape. Sure.
And a lot of big music that people were wondering how it was funded, but it came out, obviously. The woman who runs it, her father is one of the 5 richest men in the world.
Yeah, the guy that's founded Oracle, Larry Ellison. I mean, so it's like the guy's like top 5 billionaires in the world, right? And he's a very well-known guy, and so
they sent out like big packages, care packages to a lot of YouTubers and journalists, and people were calling them soy packages. I don't know why, but like they sent out like a lot of personalized packages and spent a lot of money promoting this game. So it starts to make sense of why we maybe saw some of these 10s. But I don't think it's all disingenuous, though. I think for some people, just from the reviews I was reading on Steam, John, people saying the game made them, quote, cry, feel things they never felt before. I wasn't alive in the 90s, so I never got to have friends. This really moved me. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with these people?
I mean, this is the story of this game, okay? It's a bunch of suburban kids who have it good in life, okay?
But she hates her cop dad.
They live in a good house in a nice neighborhood.
Yeah.
and they want to burn it down. And she wants to move to the city and get out of the suburbs and get away from this whatever life
control that she's been, her privilege that she's been birthed into. It's just very angsty and rebellious. It seems like a lot of anarchy that I don't connect with.
A lot of the 80s, John, Breakfast Club, whatever, it would have these kind of tropes, right? This coming of age type thing, right? Like, so it's not new at all. Right. It's just in a video game. Now, I think they did some things that's a little disingenuous, though, because of the way the game looks, and by the way, Michelle, it has that the characters move like 20 FPS and the world moves at 60 thing. Yeah. So I don't know. I heard this started with Spideyverse, which I don't know anything about.
Yeah. Miles Morales and the Spider-Verse and shit, animated stuff did that.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's being abused and overused, and they're using it in this game. But here's the thing I have, the problem I have about this game, and we know during the Game Awards, this is going to win every fucking award. This is going to beat fucking everything, right?
It's a Games for Impact winner, at least.
And it might even win Indie Game Award, because what is an indie game at this point, right? Like, when you have billions of dollars behind something, you know, and someone that's in charge of music licensing and making deals with all these record labels or whoever the publisher is, or publishers, that's not something one dude in like Spacone's doing on his own, So is this truly an indie game? Because there was that one game last year that won, and the guy backed out because he said he wasn't indie, or it wasn't new. That was what it was. But there was another game that got labeled as indie, and it wasn't like Claire Obscure. Technically not really indie, but I think got labeled as it.
I think it's indie. I think that this has been interesting, though.
Well, we talked about this. Like, how many people is there a 401k? Then you're not indie.
But they're all like starting to eat themselves too. Like, I happened to see this discussion where it says the studio behind Mixtape Alert has liked an AI generated image. This game deserves all the hate it gets.
They liked
so
it?
Annapurna liked an image because a guy said, I would love Mixtape too, and they had like a hip hop R&B style like kind of set up with like rap music from the time, because in the 90s I actually really liked R&B and rap. I grew up listening to Hot 97 and Funkmaster Flex and all that shit, so I would probably connect with that. But so Annapurna liked some image this guy made, like, oh, I'd love to see his Mixtape too, and now people are going after them for saying they liked an AI generated image. Like, people are just, the snake is eating its own tail here of like insanity, right? Like, so for this game, for me, like, I don't have an interest in it. I wanted to ask you though, is it like resting on the laurels of the music without that licensed music? What's happening here? Okay,
so listen, the music in this is good. These are not the hits though. Okay, they're just not.
So it's not like Radiohead isn't there with like OK Computer or something.
No, they've got. They got Smashing Pumpkins' Way Love. They got Jesus and the Mary Chain, Portishead, Silverchair. These are all bands I listened to in the 90s, but they're not the big hits. These are like B-side stuff. Okay. But they're still good songs. Okay, so I'm conflicted about this game. Okay. Okay, whatever. This experience. I know. Okay. So part of me, the John Cusack part of me, appreciates what's happening here. Okay. Because it's very much in that spirit of movies that, what was that John Cusack movie with the record store? Come on.
High Fidelity, people are saying.
Okay, yeah. So it very much has that kind of spirit. Okay.
I found the characters just in what I saw like unlikable and obnoxious. I don't. Yeah,
they are. I mean, the one girl, the brunette, she's the one with her dad's the cop, and she's gonna like.
Yeah, and I saw what they do at the
end. Burn the world
like,
down.
Yeah, I don't connect with that at all. So, and I don't want to just like watch people in a shopping cart.
Yeah, that whole sequence where you're leaving a party, like the cops bust a party and they run out the back door and get in a shopping cart and go down the hill. Okay. Yeah. Now you are controlling that, Michelle. You're controlling the shopping cart. You're steering
I've seen
it.
People just steer it once and put the
But you don't.
down.
There's no risk though. It's like you're being led to believe that you are like controlling the outcome of that, but you can't screw up. Okay.
Sure.
But like in the beginning, when you're skateboarding down the hill, you can ollie and do like, grabs and stuff. There's no score. There's no nothing. There's
Can we
no
talk
point
about
to
the
it.
tongue scene? A lot of people have also
Yeah.
been saying that, you guys shit on Stellar Blade. You said it was too sexual and it was like a teenage boy shit game. But
Right.
it's okay to watch teenagers in braces tongue fuck each other.
With
That's cool.
braces on and shit.
Yeah. So people also, because their tagline is hang out, sneak out, make out.
Yeah, so there's a sequence where you relive where the blonde girl kissed the boy.
Okay.
And that sequence is graphic and close up where it's two giant tongues.
Right.
And you're controlling each one with an analog stick.
Yeah.
And there's no point to it at all. You just move it around and it's graphic and gross.
Yeah.
And then it gets to a point and it says, I'm done.
Right.
So
So nobody would have a problem with that if they didn't call everybody who played a certain other type of game a pervert. I think that's they open the door for this sort of stuff. Is there a problem?
Pragmata, like that, you mean? Yeah,
anything. Pragmata is creepy, or even something like Stellar Blade. I'm going to go back to that. Like, all these people hated Stellar Blade because they said it was too sexualized. It wasn't good. It was just her outfit. Rolling Stone shit on it. Oh, it's just a teenage boy's fantasy. It's not a game. But yet, it's okay. These same people seem to like this game where you could paint it that way. I mean, do I think it's a perverted thing? Whatever. It's stupid. But I don't have an interest in doing a tongue war in a game either. Like, it just doesn't seem fun.
No, it's not. I mean, listen, for me, I do appreciate the music aspect of it. It kind of ends there, though, because there's nothing here about this game. I'm not interested in the characters, her story. Oh, she's going to the city. She's going to get a job. She's going to be a music supervisor, whatever.
Yeah.
But like,
that's not what happened, by the way. She had obviously has an anger problem. She got fired and now she's doing something else. If you followed up, that's Mixtape 2.
Is that true? Are you making a joke?
Yes.
Oh, well, I didn't finish the game, so maybe I played.
I don't
maybe
want to spoil the ending, but I know what she does.
I played an hour and a half of it, and I've seen some stuff though about like the brunette with her dad and the cop, and she lights a fire, which I think is like the end of the game. So I've already seen that on accident.
It's just,
but it is what it is, but it's not a fucking 10, okay? It's a 7. It's a 6.5, whatever. It's not a 10. This is not the best game of the year. It's not the best game of 5 years. That's fucking just stupid on every fucking level, okay?
Yeah.
It's just not. I mean, I can appreciate it as an art piece, but this is why I was asking you before, Michelle. Do we have to accept that this is a real genre? Because this game has made a statement now, okay, that where a game like this can get a 10, and I saw people joking like Nintendo and Sony are rethinking their upcoming games after this gets a 10.
I think it's the only games that the West can create that involve zero engineering. They are just art and music pieces. They're not games. And this is the only thing the West
It's an
can
experience,
do well.
right? It's a vehicle to tell a story and to play music and make music videos, basically. It's not a fucking 10, but I feel like this
it's not
game...
a game. If you want to judge it as an interactive music video as a 10, sure.
But that's what I was asking before.
Because
because,
as a game, I think,
Michelle, this game is going to change things. I really am afraid of that. People are going to be inspired by this. It's going to give them permission to do more of these types of games.
But this game didn't sell that well.
Well, I don't know. I mean, who knows what the Game Pass did to it.
The game didn't sell that well. I think this is a journalist creation.
I think so. It is too.
It's not that big of a deal. It didn't sell that well. Nobody really knows about it. You think your casual gaming buddy Frank knows about this game?
But you know what? When the Game Awards come around, we're not going to be able to escape this game for a little bit.
Because that guy probably slipped a couple million to Keeley in the Game Awards. And
who knows? I don't know.
Come on, when you have that much money and you're,
I don't know what her allowance is from Larry. I mean,
I'm sure it's pretty. I wish Larry was my daddy, because I'm sure she's got a lot of money to just spend on all the songs she wants, and she created the company, and look, good for her. I'm glad it exists, John. I have just no interest to quote play it.
Yeah.
And so I get the hate though on IGN, because people are comparing review scores they've given to everything else. Stellar Blade 7, Crimson Desert 6.
I know.
9
when
for
Crimson
Dragon
Desert
Age.
got a 6, it's like, what
so
the
they did this
actual
themselves.
fuck?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, is this a business model for IGN? Like rate baiting? Like honestly,
no, I think it's generally the type of people they hire, that they're just out of touch with the masses.
This is a conversation I want to have with you, because I've been thinking a lot about this. Okay, so when I was younger, movie reviews, Roger Ebert, it was like Roger Ebert's review in the Sun Times. It wasn't like this is being labeled as an IGN review. Okay. Do they need to do we need to get rid of that somehow and just say this guy who likes these types of things reviewed this?
I don't think it matters because our biggest show so far this year has been our Crimson Desert review.
Yes.
The thing we kept hearing is, I thought this game sucked. IGN said it was shit. I think the
Yeah.
average gamer,
That's
the
the
average
problem,
consumer,
though. But we
they're
should say
getting this
that
fed to them through Google searches.
Becca said it sucked because, like, this is what I'm getting at. Like, so back in the day, like, you would see a Roger Ebert review for a movie, not the Sun Times review. This is what I'm saying, right?
I think critics were also critical back in the day. I think we've entered a sort of time when they're critical because of, and they're matching their own like personal agendas or political views or, you know, their own life experiences that they may be a certain way. I think that they're only critical of like certain types of games, but they're never critical.
Right, they don't want the male
gaze
shit in the game. That's automatically a 0, right? Like,
right, exactly.
Or gets 2 points off.
It does seem like the uglier the characters are, the higher the rating is on IGN.
Yes.
I mean, that's just like the way it is. You can't like, you know, if there's pretty people in the game, they don't like it. So, I mean, you can't, I mean, it sounds like a joke, but so does complaining that there's no ramps in Heartopia. But that's where we're at, people. These are the way that they think. And I think they've overtaken our hobby. They've overtaken the media. I think they run the gaming media. So that's why we're seeing things like YouTubers and people on Twitch and podcasting to a lesser extent here with gaming, that people kind of turn to that if they want like the real take on a game. You can't trust what IGN says anymore, but I think the average person doesn't know that. They turned on IGN, whatever, on their phone, they saw it and they thought Crimson Desert sucked and they'll think this is the best game ever created. They're going to think this is going to take on Zelda, you know? So this is just what the way it is.
Yeah, I mean, I've been thinking a lot about this though, 'cause, like the magazines, so like IGN, like, do they have a
They don't have a purpose anymore.
No, but do their reviewers have a combined mission? Because they're all freelancers. Like this guy that reviewed it is living in the UK or something. Like he's not in the office. He's not chatting with Steve at the coffee machine. Like they don't have a combined.
But they're in their own little bubble. The types of people writing about video games are generally. Like, what are they? Gender studies majors? Like, I don't know what those people came from. They aren't gamers we know. I haven't met one person, even the people that like Mixtape, that said this is a 10. They've all said, I really liked it. It was a cool experience. It's not a 10. You know, they're finding people that aren't thinking, like, if you're going to review something, I know it's just your opinion, but if you're always so out of touch with what the masses think, there's probably a problem with who you hired. And if they're doing that on purpose, of course, they want clicks. It's not about, like, the actual, like, honest review of the game. It's about what outrage can they create, for good or bad. Any interaction is good interaction. They need clicks. They need views on their page. Yeah. So they've succeeded, and we're giving them attention here right now.
But what I don't understand, though, are they... So, like, IGN as a body, a thing, an entity, right? Mm-hmm. It's all of these reviewers that are all over the world, potentially. I don't think they're all in a building anywhere. You know, like... Does
it matter if they're in a building? They'd be just as stupid if they were in a building.
I think it does, though, because, like, I think about, like, EGM, Electronic Gaming Monthly. Like, all those people worked in a building. They all kind of talked to each other.
The culture was hijacked by these people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, like, you have this guy in the UK who's on his own.
Video game culture has been hijacked, and it's been hijacked by activists in the West. And that's
but you have
just
this guy who's on his own in the UK, and he decides to make a name for himself by giving it a 10, and someone, the editor, I guess, has to approve it. But then the editor in the video, like, basically grills him, like, why'd you give this a 10? Like, but then they're getting all this attention as a result of it.
So he proves he was right and he wrote the right article.
It turns out it was a good idea to give the 10 because it's rate-based.
It was a good idea to give Crimson Desert a 6 too, because every YouTuber picked up and said, guys, this is not a 6. Go to IGN and read this review.
So is this a strategy? I don't know. Or is
I heard the IGN guy played the game 3 times and admitted he cried during it. Is that true?
In the video I saw, he said he did play it 3 times. I didn't hear him say cried. Unless there might be another video floating around.
I think there's something else, because I've heard multiple people say that he said he was crying during it. He never had friends or something. I really do think this is like speaking to emotionally unwell people.
You guys are so funny.
All right.
Thank you.
Charlie.
Canadian Charlie. All right, so what AI games did you play? Do you want to talk about what's going on with NTE? This is another big, ridiculous thing going on with this game.
Yeah, I played more NTE. You know, like, did I experience, like, really amazing new stuff that is worth talking about? Not really. I like the Tycoon shit. You know, I don't want to get in that with you, but it's a menu option now on my phone. I could do it if I want.
Well, the whole game is based around how much money you have and what you're accruing or whatever. But
I know.
the AI
There's
topic
jobs
with it is
yeah.
basically one of the VTubers, and VTubers all seem to be very anti-AI, which cracks me up because you guys are literally cosplaying as Twitch whores as VTubers, which is art.
I know.
So whatever. So one of these VTubers, Iron Mouse, has dropped her Neverness to Everness sponsorship after finding out that the developers lied to her and her agency about using any AI at all in the project.
But the AI that they admitted to was just like signage and cutscene stuff.
Exactly.
Right?
Yes, I recently found out a game I worked on used AI and was dishonest. I want to be clear. I don't support AI in creative fields or voiceovers or anything, writing music. If it's not addressed and removed, here we go with the ultimatums and the threats and the bullying. I will never work for this again. So these are the voice actors now that have said this too. Right. I think there's 2 now. So it's been a VTuber pulling her sponsorship. Also 2 voice actors now who say they will never do the voices again. So they signed on to do a voice. I don't know. Well, maybe they'll use AI to do the rest of their voice and finish their job. I hope that happens. I hope that's in their contract because it's kind of ridiculous because this is not a game that was created entirely by generative AI. It was kind of a couple of small things like you're saying.
Well, that's what they said, but I read a Reddit thread saying that they absolutely used it for the character design, which I guess is the big no-no. Okay, so you can have I don't know.
Like what?
So like the examples I saw was like a poster, like in a subway kind of a thing, you know?
So
like
what?
Exactly, and that's kind of what Crimson Desert got in trouble for, the paintings and some...
they'll probably make them and then they'll replace them later as their artists get around to it.
Well, they said they were going to, right? Because they have no choice. And, you know, and then also people on the Reddit were saying, well, this is more common in China, so they thought it was okay, but it's absolutely unacceptable. I mean, is that true, by the way? Is it like in China, are they like a more...
But like, do you want to have a lived-in world, something of that scale, okay, where it doesn't feel like copy-paste? And do you think, how many artists do you think it's going to take to do that? If these artists can use AI to create like a million different posters, so every time you see a poster, it's different, and then as they get around to it, they can refresh the thing. But what does it matter? If an artist used AI to create a poster in a subway and it looks cool, then good. Why are these people, they're just fucking crazy and they're bullying and hell bent on taking down this game. So,
see, they're saying here they said that this game's one of the worst offenders possible, or the first one is, and it has a signature AI shine filter.
Okay.
I'm telling you, this is fucking Blade Runner. These people know how to spot this shit.
Or they've told themselves, just like with my game that I talked about, Forever. They said this is definitely AI slop. I can tell by the way the light reflects on the mountainside. The light source is not right. When something's AI, they don't understand light sources and shadows. That's what's happening here. Like, no, maybe their developer just didn't implement lighting the way you liked it.
You can have multiple light sources in a 3D fucking setting, by the way.
So you know what? It's obviously not impacting NTE. If they lose the sponsorship, they lose the voice actress.
I like that game. That of all these gotcha games, that one has stood out for me the most by far. So play it. It's free.
I think it's the only one you've really played.
No, it's
you played
not.
Arknights. You never played Withering Waves. You never played what's the other
I did. I can't think of the names of the ones I played, but I have played other ones. It's not the ones that you liked.
I didn't like any of them. I don't think you played any of them. But yeah,
it's just not my scene. I played that Seven Deadly Sins.
Yeah, that's not really in the same type of like thing though. That's different. But I don't know. It's not hurting them. It's just created a lot of drama around it, and I guess maybe they apologized or something. I don't. It's tiresome. So yeah, you did play a couple of other games.
It's exhausting.
It is. So you did play a game that was 100% created by AI.
I don't want to talk about that right now.
Oh. Why?
So
this
one of the games
AI discussion.
I know I have AI here. So one of the games that got in trouble for AI about 6 months ago was Call of Duty.
Yes.
So like all of the little emblems and stuff, and some of the cutscene or whatever, the transition, images and stuff, the loading screen images, they were being accused of using AI, and people lost their shit. And that was the first time I really saw it, Michelle, was when Call of Duty did it. Like people were so fucking mad. Like they had like this loading image of
like, badly done AI though. Somebody had like 6 fingers.
Well, I know, but it was just, but they were just using it in like throwaway things, right? That
right,
didn't
but
matter.
If it is actually bad AI, I get it. Like, why would you use this? Looks like shit. Like, your
it was like
artist didn't
Santa. It was like Santa with a machine gun during a holiday event. You know, like stuff like that.
Sure,
right?
but if it is actually like stand out as AI because like someone has 6 fingers, then like I get it. But that's not the case with a lot of this stuff.
So anyway, my friend Matt McCarthy and I revisited Call of Duty. We haven't played that in months, and I'm here to say, Michelle, it's the same.
Okay, good. So I'm
There's
glad you
new
interrupted
maps.
my introduction of your review of a game.
No, I wanted to talk
bring
about this.
Right, but you could have after I introduced the other game.
They,
like we're
they
bouncing
added they added a free run event, which is this like scaling thing that is super annoying. If you like the wall jumps on Call of Duty, you'll love this. If you don't like the wall jumps, you want to slit your wrists. All right,
John,
so
as we were saying, this one game, okay, I think it's funny because I just found something else about it. It's called Codex Mortis, and they claim it is 100% AI-driven development, 100% built by AI, and they just sort of embraced it and put it on Steam. There's a demo of it, sort of like a Survivors-like game. But
they really embraced it.
Here's what's
so
funny.
much. Yeah,
there is a Reddit thread on our game dev that says Codex Mortis is not 100% AI development. Here's why. So now they're mad at it.
What?
That it's not. They exaggerated claims about this project to the point of straight up lying.
Wait. This is fucking hilarious.
Yes. So I don't think no matter what you do, there's the thread. People are going to bitch about how you developed your game.
Now, here's the thing, though. On Steam, in the discussion section for the game, so someone posted wanting to know the life cycle of development that this game went through, explain the AI and all that. The developer, the guy that made it, answered in great detail how he made the game with AI, right?
Okay.
And basically he was saying that he wanted that AI to be like a participant in making this game, a first class participant. Like he figured out what language would be the best for this AI, and he made it basically make all of the images. He had the AI help him with the mechanics of the game and what you can unlock based on the necromancer
and this is a
shit.
whole other set of skills that a lot of developers are using on how to work in tandem with AI, and he did. So then people are mad
used it to brainstorm. He's saying
it's not all AI. They're mad now about that.
But the guy's saying it is AI. Now they're saying the guy's full of shit and he's lying?
Yes.
This is stupid. What is happening? Why do we live in upside down world all the time? Everything's wrong. It's broken.
So because he maybe did something himself, they're saying here's why he couldn't have, but whatever. Controversy sells.
I don't know. I believe it. Like, why would he? Okay, this is so dumb. I'm exhausted by this.
This was good to know which games to ignore. So yeah, I mean, I played the demo. It's interesting. It's a lot of like walk in a direction though when shit comes out of you. You know me, I like active clickable skills and stuff.
Well, so it changes just so you know. But yeah, it is that like. Yeah. But I guess the different levels have like different themes and way they're played. Like the first level is like Vampire Survivors, the way the level's designed, and you just walk around in this aimlessly open area.
Yes.
But then the second level, there is a giant fucking boss that you're fighting that's behind the level, and you have to keep going up because the level below you is disappearing.
I heard the next level is like Pac-Man, like he starts getting crazy with it.
Yeah, so like there's other stuff going on.
Okay.
The second level is what I'm describing, where there is a maze that you have to get through as you're going up.
Okay.
But there's a boss that you're fighting behind the level, and you have to wait for him to get to the edges, and you take shots at him. And it's a little exhausting, Michelle, I have to admit. But listen, this game's fine. It's a good like hour of your night, one night, I
mean, it has positive reviews. Like, I'm just saying, I think it's ridiculous. Like, okay, so he embraces AI. He says he's doing it. Now they're saying he didn't do it. Everything has been a controversy in gaming that I've looked up recently for this show. It's just like, oh my God, they said this, they did this. So
it's exhausting, honestly, because the guy says I made it with AI, or he's being very open about the AI, and they're saying, oh, you're full of shit. You didn't use AI.
Right.
What?
So if he said he did, he didn't. Like, now how much AI? Like, at this point, except it's just a part of the process, and it's up to the developer how much they want to use it. If they disclose it, great, it's there. He disclosed it.
Going back to this gameplay though, so basically you are just moving around WASD like Vampire Survivors. You have shit flying out of you. There's a necromancy thing here with curses and magic and summoning, so you're basically summoning zombies and shit.
The spell swapping was cool. How before each thing you can equip different
you
spells
can do
that you get.
Yeah. Now he said though he had the AI help him with this, with the curses and the summoning and all that. Like, what would be the themes? Because he like told the AI like, oh, we want necromancy to be the theme of this.
Right.
What would be good spells and stuff? And so like the AI
I saw
helped
one
with
was
that.
like blood magic, and one was like celestial magic.
Right.
So
and there's co-op,
interesting.
which I didn't try, obviously. Listen, I played the demo. You can buy the game for $4. It's fine. It's another Survivor type clone, really. But I thought it was interesting when I was playing it. I was like, wow, if this is really all AI, like, because when I'm playing, I'm like thinking to myself, okay, what did he do exactly? Like this interface, these fonts, was this all generated from the AI code? Like I actually am really curious about it. Like the
I'm
full
sure he's also
workflow.
a coder. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he is. He has experience, but But like I've gone into AI and told it to make me a stupid game, and it has in like 5 seconds. You know,
yeah, but that's different. They're doing
a very
it in like,
basic, crude thing. You know, but like
they're doing it with a bunch of different layers,
like HTML and stuff. But like, yeah. So I was just wondering like the structure of the game itself. You know, like okay, so you've made this part and this part. Now, how do you glue it all together?
They're probably gluing it together.
Yeah.
All right. So it's funny because I knew you were going to get gifted this game when I saw who was playing this game.
Yeah.
Your favorite guy, Jing Jang, is back. The guy who created your love for what was that game?
That was the stick figure game.
The stick figure. Stick it to the stick man. He gifted you another game that's been trending.
Yeah, he did. I listen. I didn't play a ton of this. Game's slow, by the way. Like,
okay, it's been getting popular. It sold like 200,000 copies in a day.
I thought you played this game.
No, I played Codex Mortis. This is Everything is a Crab, and it's sold really well the first day, and it's been getting buzz. So what is it?
It's like a Pokemon Evolve type thing, or it feels like Pokemon, but it's not. It's a very slow, I guess, Survivor's game, but you have agency over the control of your attacks, Michelle. So it's not like shit shooting out of you.
Yeah.
But you're moving around a world. You're defeating. It's kind of complicated, honestly, because you're evolving these creatures, and then you have like these two like weapon slots, and you have to decide, you're constantly leveling up the abilities you have, and you're managing your weapon slots basically, but you're just walking around really slow, and your character is evolving over time, getting bigger, getting faster. And right now, I'm in the slow mode of the game. I don't know when it ramps up, but right now it's fucking like molasses. But people love this game. It's got a lot of buzz and shit too, right? Like, yeah,
people like it. It sold a lot, and it's one of those games I could see that maybe AI was involved, but it wasn't. But it's like we don't know anymore. Like you can't tell. What
I like
was
the
and
style
wasn't.
though. It's kind of like the Forger artwork style.
A little generic, but.
Yeah, it's a little like Game Boy Advance era, like the icons and stuff.
Old school saying Pokemon and Vampire Survivor had a baby.
Yeah.
So, I might play this at some point.
There's a lot to it, though. I'll play more. I only played an hour last night before I went to bed. Like, so everything is crab. Thanks, Jing Jang. Might be my new thing.
Crab. Yes. All right, what are you drinking?
White Claw. Everything is crab.
Isn't it Everything is a Crab?
Everything is crab.
It's called Everything is Crab?
Everything is crab. It's not a crab.
Oh my God.
What?
I don't like it as much now. That's wrong.
Why?
Everything is crab. That's not proper English.
It's an evolution roguelite.
But where's the A? I don't like it. That's my big
Oh my God. The
controversy
first
of the week.
autocomplete on this is use of AI.
See, I told you people were saying that. It's the thing they say it about everything. They just throw it at it. Or they Google, did it use AI? And then if it didn't, it's okay. If it did, then they take it down.
Well, here's
the first
the thing
they ask now.
Everything is crab is like a saying. The concept that everything is crab is being applied to AI. Suggesting that AI models, agents, and applications are converging toward a similar, highly efficient, armored, or all-in-one structure. Here's how the everything is crab phenomenon is intersecting with AI. So is this guy like, wait, is he calling it out? Like,
maybe.
The crabbening of AI tools. Major AI labs are moving away from single-purpose tools towards super apps that consolidate,
like
blah, blah.
homogenization of things. I mean, they do that with the equalization of faces. Like like everything starts to look like it has that same like AI look.
So everything is crab refers to the scientific concept of carcinization, where evolution independently produces crab-like forms in different species, often for better survival.
Yeah.
It's also a popular meme in the title of a 2026 Animal Evolution game.
Yep.
All right, there you go.
Looks fun.
All right, we got other stuff to cover. That's
Did you say what you were drinking?
White Claw.
Oh, White Claw. That's right. Okay. I thought it was Guinness. I was forgetting.
It was.
So, okay. One of the other things that went on this week is the stuff with Slay the Spire 2.
Yes.
Went from overwhelmingly positive to mostly negative. A lot of people were upset about the game just because, there were some honest criticisms, I think, of the game.
Now, is this the same mob mentality as the AI people? I have to ask.
I think they're doing it because they're pissed off about the AI people. Like, I watched Asmon's video on it. And he's like, they don't cut corners with us. Why are we cutting corners with them? And basically what we're talking about, though, I kind of agree with this, though, because Anita Sarkeesian, apparently she was a consultant on the game. And if you don't know, we had run-ins with her back in the day. We've been talking about her for ages. Gamergate, basically. Now, she kind of represents everything wrong with gaming culture and where it took a bad turn. And she really did influence a lot of the shitty things that took years to kind of come to fruition and are now starting to get rolled back a little bit. But she was behind all of this. She created this whole gaming is sexist, kind of all bullshit. And it's not safe to be a woman gamer and all this bullshit.
For money.
She grifted to basically say, hire me as a consultant. Like, she was the Sweet Baby before Sweet Baby.
The big controversy with her, too, is that she's not really a gamer. And she's
they don't have to be. They're activists, right? And so...
I'm going to show you a remix that I just finished this weekend and no one else has seen.
What is
One
this?
person has seen it. It's a soundtrack of one song, except I'm doing video games.
What's that?
So it's not exactly
John.
a fandom.
Wait.
I'm not a fan of video games. I actually had to learn a lot about video games in the process of making this. To me, the song is positive just because I've only contextualized it in a way to critique male domination in our media.
Oh, God.
And also video games. Like, I would love to play video games, but I don't want to go around shooting people and ripping off their heads, and it's just gross. So...
Yeah, that's all games, bitch. I hate this woman, okay? And I say that honestly because she has hijacked the culture and did a lot of bad shit to it.
She was saying initially...
I've been playing video games since I was about 5 years old.
Yeah.
This is a photo of me at age 10.
Yeah, it's a bullshit. It's a grift.
And then like 5 years earlier, whatever the timeline is this, like in 2010 in Santa Monica College, she did an analyst...
It's a soundtrack of one song.
She says...
I'm doing video games. So it's not exactly a fandom. I'm not a fan of video games. I actually had to learn a lot about video games in the process of making
Well, she was pandering to that audience where she wasn't a gamer because gamers are gross and it's male dominated. Then when she's trying to get gamer cred, she's a gamer.
Now, here's a convenient photo of me at my cousin's house playing Super Mario Brothers when I was 10.
Exactly, which everyone did. So, yeah, basically she was a consultant for Slay the Spire 2. They hid it at first, then it kind of came out, and people... Look, I get kind of using your review to voice that you don't want this woman involved in gaming. So I'm kind of like... we
got to ask, though, is it the same as the AI crowd we're bitching about?
No, because AI has nothing to do with it.
No, I know, but it's the same mob mentality, though, in a way, right?
To me, I'm not thinking a mob. I don't care if everybody loves this woman. I dislike her and what she represents, and I don't want her consulting in games. And
no, nobody does, because she's the reason that we have all these ugly characters potentially and all this, right? Like all the things that we've been...
She started all of this. She started
all the Western
shift.
Gaming stuff,
the HR problems and the hiring of certain things and the doing of the this and the making
where
up
they
bullshit
hire
about
activists and checkboxes instead of talented people.
She popularized this whole idea of gaming being this or that, and the idea of really where you should hate gamers and men in general. It seems you should hate gamers, you should hate the hobby. They're disgusting, but let's take control and run it. And so they sort of, like I said, I think she hijacked the culture, and she's still around being paid to consult. To me, it's a red flag of
quietly,
why the Slay the Spire people would hire her.
It's a soundtrack of one song, except I'm doing video games. So it's not exactly a fandom. I'm not a fan of video games.
She is, though. She's supposed to be a big female gamer, John. That's what I heard.
Well, in 2010, she did not like video games.
Well, Sweet Baby Inc. does do this now. Old Cranky, you're right. And, there's still Kim, who went on like the game dev conference and said, like, I'm here to educate you on how to make video games proper. And, but I hate gaming and this. So they double talk because it depends who they're pandering to, right? Really, it's a grift where they're trying to make money. They want you to pay them to consult on their games.
Yeah, I saw something recently. I think it was her saying that they wanted, over 50% of the characters to be female.
Yeah, so Cyberpunk, I believe it was CD Projekt Red. Anita went to them and tried to blackmail them and said something like, I think it was publicly done too, a tweet. She was like, well, I sure hope it doesn't get out that you sexualized women in games or something like that. And I think CD Projekt Red was like, go fuck yourself, lady, quietly. They didn't say it, but they didn't basically take the grift.
Right.
But that's what a lot of people do though. They do take the grift. If they're filled with different
it's
types
weird
of people.
to me though that this has come back.
Well, I thought she was gone.
Me too.
But no,
the
it's
Sweet
still
Baby
there.
thing replaced her. Now, that there's that Steam group with the Sweet Baby ink detector or whatever. They added her to that now.
Yeah, because it's all the same bullshit.
Right.
So, look, is it like two sides of retards fighting against each other? The
Maybe.
extreme this and the extreme that? I don't even know if this is extreme. Disliking this woman isn't extreme to me.
Well, what I'm seeing people say is that she's the one that single-handedly ruined Western gaming.
She did. She was definitely influential there, and she made a lot of money.
Was she the only
doing it.
one? I'm not defending her in any way, but was she the only one?
I mean,
or
Gamergate
it was just a mentality.
Gamergate kicked this all off.
Post 2020.
Gamergate kicked this all off.
That was more
as
like
far
a
as
review
gaming.
thing, wasn't it? Like
no, it was literally her saying it's like sexist and all this bullshit. And so I don't think it's an extreme take or a quote male incel take to dislike this woman. I think she's an insult to what a female gamer is, even though she sometimes is a gamer, sometimes isn't a gamer.
Well, this overall mentality though that she's promoting is kind of why everyone is fed up with all these fucking games, and they're just and all these Asian games are like knocking it out of the park.
It's only going to get worse. It's just
that's what I was saying about Mixtape, because Mixtape is establishing that this is how you make a masterpiece in 2026. Right. You don't have controversial gameplay. You don't have hard gameplay. You don't have any gameplay. You just tell a good story about some people who are miserable.
Well, the journalists love easy games. They love games that are artistic. They love games for impact. They love emotional things. Like these people, when I think of a gamer, they're not the gamers I know, and they're not me.
Well, that guy gave like God of War, so that was the outlier in his top 10 games. He loved Overwatch.
I mean, Overwatch when it first came out was a fine game. I mean, it was doing something different.
It was the
Overwatch
2020
isn't a bad
version.
game.
No, it's not.
Yeah. So I mean, but
I enjoyed it.
It's a game though.
But in 2020, weren't we playing it a long time before that though?
I was in Overwatch like alpha and beta, and by the time it came out, I was like burned on it. But I never said Overwatch was a shit game. I think it's just like
initially it was
fine
really
for
fun.
What it was.
It was 2016.
But then it sort of went the wrong direction. It became once again. I think Overwatch was sort of became something else. It became like weird skins and the fake toxic positivity.
The fans
as I'd call
captured the characters and gave them stories.
Yeah,
basically.
It became more about like the backstory of like this woman, and like I don't give a shit. This is supposed to be a shooter with MOBA elements. Why are like when a certain community of like crazy people like hijacks a game and it becomes more about like, well, do they love each other? Who's this?
I know,
like,
and who do they love? That's the important question.
Soldier 76 is gay now. I don't need to know the character's sexuality in a shooter.
And this guy worked. It was the character was modeled after an employee and.
Who didn't really do anything wrong, but we're going to just say he did because there was this. And then like, I don't know. It just became like a disease that came.
There's Taco Bell cups though.
Yeah, I do love a good
cup. Taco Bell cup.
Yeah, a good cup is always fun for a game.
Taco Bell is fully out of my rotation, by the way.
I don't eat it.
I used to eat it all the time. It's just out.
But anyway, if you saw Slay Spire 2 reviews, that's kind of what's going on. And people don't want her in the industry. They don't want her consulting. They don't want, it's not good for gaming, guys, and it's not good for Western gaming, but we're kind of losing here. Like, I think the cat's out of the bag, John. Like, it's not going to happen. You want to talk about what's going on here with Ryan Cohen. He says he's selling stuff on eBay to pay for eBay. This is the GameStop guy?
Well, lots happened with this guy in the past week, Michelle.
Okay. I don't follow him.
You don't know. So he wants to buy eBay, okay?
Right.
And he's dead fucking serious about this, by the way.
I heard it's bad for retro games if he does.
Well, I want to paraphrase. I have to paraphrase this whole thing because so much has happened in the past week. The first thing he did was he started listing things on eBay that were like from GameStop's like inventory. And it was good shit, like signs from the store, a giant Master Chief statue. There was some rare like Michael Jordan cards or something, like trading cards, old games like Mario in a the plastic PSA case or whatever, things like that. And they got bid up like big time. Like it was getting a lot of publicity because he was saying that he's selling some of these GameStop items that are in their warehouse to fund the purchase of eBay. And he was dead fucking serious, by the way. And then eBay, again, I'm paraphrasing this over, based on the things I read in the past week. And then eBay got wind of this, okay, because he was getting a lot of publicity about this, and the bids were going up and up and up and up and up, like way higher than they should have been, okay? And eBay basically canceled his, or deleted his, or banned his account and removed all the listings, okay?
Right.
And then he basically made a deal to purchase eBay, went to the board, and it was a $56 billion takeover bid. It was, again, top of my mind here. It was based on stock and cash, okay? And they rejected his offer, which I think was fair in the market, but the board basically rejected it. My understanding is because they don't want to deal with him. Basically, the end. They don't like his style.
Okay.
So I don't know what's going to happen next. I don't think he's giving up.
Well, you messaged me and said, is GameStop cooler now? GameStop's
I did
cooler.
say that. I did. I mean,
I'm not getting that vibe. Why?
Why Ryan Cohen's? He owned the fucking pet thing.
Petco?
No, he owned Chewy.
Okay.
He founded Chewy, but he's kind of an anarchist. I kind of dig it.
I don't like anarchists.
No, like a Palmer Luckey kind of like, I don't know, like fuck the system. Maybe Elon Musk. I don't know. He seems like that kind of guy.
Okay.
Like he's gonna like just figure out the financial way to fuck with them.
Maybe he's just like a coked out moron.
I don't think that's true, though. I mean, if he founded Chewy, probably cashed out, and now he's the CEO of GameStop, and now he's trying to buy eBay. You want to do his bio? I mean,
no, I'm just joking.
His parents, Ted Cohen was his father. He was a music industry executive, Michelle.
Right, so I was right.
He was senior manager. He had a senior management position at EMI Music.
Yeah. Now, what's going on with David Jaffe? He's the guy who created God of War, for people who don't know. He's having like breakdowns on X all the time. Like he said, wow, there are no sexy women in video games. Shut the fuck up, you incel fucks. Jesus, perhaps if you guys actually started playing video games instead of bitching about them for cash, you'd realize just how moronic your argument is. So he, of course, is going against YouTubers and streamers. Yeah. Because he's saying they're the bad things in gaming, and he's protecting like print or text or written media.
He's never really said anything that great, honestly.
David, he says a lot of weird shit.
I know, but it becomes headlines when he says it. But
I clicked on this thread when you linked it to me, and I started reading some of the other things he was saying. I mean, he's straight up going back and forth with people, like, go kill yourself. You've this or that. You're a like, he's just like this guy off his meds or something. Like, if you're supposed to be a professional in the industry, it's just not a good way to conduct yourself interacting with your fellow citizens, David. So I hope you're okay. These people don't seem well, John.
No.
They're very angry.
Now, I want to talk about this Stellar Blade 2, Michelle.
Yeah, this is actually a big topic.
I think it is, because they basically said they're not going to work with Sony on the next game. Okay? Sony published the last game. They're not doing that again. So they basically want control back, and who knows what control they lost in the process with Sony.
They said that they don't want to have to make it be a Sony exclusive, because if you remember, Stellar Blade launched on PlayStation and then it launched on consoles. They said they want it to be a global release everywhere.
And they also said they wanted more control. That's the part that interests me more than that.
That doesn't interest me.
I want to know how far.
As much.
Why? Why not? How far can they push this?
Well, here's the thing. Stellar Blade,
is there
the first
boob sliders? Let's do it.
No, I don't think that's it. The mods will take care of that. So Stellar Blade sold better on PC than it did on PlayStation. And they were locked out of all that money until Sony allowed them to release it on PC. So they don't want to have to do that again. They said they want to reach a global market on more systems. Here's the problem going on. Square Enix already told Sony, we're not doing exclusives with you anymore. Capcom said, we don't want to do this with you anymore. I think that they're kind of in trouble here with this exclusive thing, because nobody really wants to sign off on one platform anymore, unless you're Nintendo and you're walled garden.
Sure.
If you're somebody like Square Enix or Capcom or the Stellar Blade Shift Up devs, who wants to only release something on one console? That is outdated and bullshit.
But you have
and
to understand,
they're
though,
losing so
Michelle,
much money.
they were kind of an unknown quantity, though, at that time.
But it's
so
happening
like,
with Square Enix and Capcom, John. It's
sure,
not just
but
them.
it's like signing a record deal when you're 18 and then realizing, oh, fuck.
Right, but
What did I
Sony's
sign?
not able to have that pull anymore. These people
Yeah.
want that Steam money. I mean, so it also came out that Saros, they said, is not able to recoup its money, even though it did well and had great reviews.
Again,
if only they released it on Steam, you guys would have recouped your money. Sony
I will be able to play this game no matter what. The part that interests me is creative freedom. That's what they said. It's going to give them, it's going to allow them to better maintain its intended unique appeal and avoid the censorship issues that they had in the first game. That interests me because I want to see this
guy. They also don't want
guy's.
to sign off on the fact that they can't release on any other console for a year.
I
Who wants to do
understand that. That's obviously there's a monetary benefit too, but I want to see this guy's clear vision though. That's what excites me because I'll be able to access the game no matter what, no matter who publishes it. Right.
Right.
I want to see the clean vision of what this game is. That to me is more exciting.
Well, you didn't even play the game.
What are you talking about? Yes, I did.
You didn't kill a boss in it. You didn't play it. So I'm saying,
I did.
You didn't. So, like, I don't know. Your whole creative vision thing is not why they literally are saying, like,
that's what they're saying.
We don't want you to
They're
like stop us from publishing globally on every platform.
They want
the end
to avoid censorship issues that they had in the first game, though. That's another bullet point.
Sure, they can be more adult if they want, but mods will take care of that anyway, like we said.
Not
but,
on PlayStation.
Well, at PC is what I'm saying. Mods will take care of that anyway. They're going to do their own vision no matter what.
Yeah.
But like Saros struggling, like I said, to recoup their budget despite great reviews. This goes back to the same thing. So if they had released this same day on Steam, they would have made a lot more money. Returnal eventually went to Steam. Sony's going to have to put the games on PC. The whole rumor, which we've never heard anything about that Jason Bloomberg came up with, we still haven't had Sony come out and say anything about that. All we're seeing is more and more companies, developers pulling Sony, quote, published exclusives, temporary, even timed, from them. We're not seeing Sony saying we're not putting games on PC. Like the Saros news, like, do you think that's going to cause them to like rethink the strategy again? Like day one kind of needs to happen, or we can't carry exclusives on PlayStation anymore. Like it just doesn't work.
No, Saros should have been on PC.
Games are costing too much. Development is too long. If we want to make the money back, we have to put this game everywhere. Basically, the shit that people are making fun of Xbox and Microsoft for, you know, like, wow, I can't believe you're putting Fable everywhere. I can't believe you put Indiana Jones everywhere. Yeah, they put it there so they could make money back and actually make money. And so, I don't know. There's also reports that Sony lost a lot of money. They're down for sales 50%, I guess, and they're now talking about AI ambitions, including new hair tech. So of course the AI people are mad at Sony, but whatever, just get used to it, guys. But yeah, so it says PS5 sales drop 50%. Some bad news about, like I said, Stellar Blade devs, Saros. What do you think Sony does with this? Do you think this is all just, or is it a sign of what's to come?
Does with what? The PC thing or the AI?
Fact that their games aren't making money back.
Well, they said there's another article I had here that says it's not all doom and gloom. What are you talking about? There's nothing wrong going on here. There's nothing to see here. Let me see if I can find it.
Well, wait until the bald Naughty Dog game comes out and bombs.
Well, that's going to bomb. I mean, that's another nightmare fucking sweet baby game.
What do you mean there's nothing going on? What about the Marathon shit? Didn't that just come out that they lost how much money on Marathon?
Like $750 million.
Sony record $560 million loss on the Bungie deal as Marathon stalls. So another knock to Sony.
So here's what Sony said. This is today. PlayStation exec says next few years of unannounced games is unbelievably positive. There are no dire times ahead for the industry.
So a Sony rep said that. That doesn't mean anything.
What? Exec.
Okay, yeah.
Their head of third-party content has said that the platform's upcoming game slate is unbelievably positive, and the industry should be more optimistic about the future. He's the VP of second and third-party content, was speaking to game business.
Well, he's trying to convince people to invest and keep their investors happy. So
in the future, there's going to be more. They made very smart decisions, Michelle. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. What about Helldivers 2 player count review bomb? The game down to mostly negative as Steam frustrations mount.
I saw it.
That's some more bad Sony news.
Well, listen, Sony is fucking dead. We've been saying that forever.
I don't think they're dead. I think they just have to change their strategy that they think that they're going to be able to carry.
The PlayStation is my most boring console. Sorry.
I don't think. How is Xbox not more boring? I don't
Because I
understand.
can play my PC games on it.
How?
The cross-play, cross-progression, that's why it's less
Okay.
boring.
Not many people are doing that. You know, way more people are buying a PlayStation to play their exclusives, John.
PlayStation's boring. It just is.
PlayStation has good exclusives, but they have to keep them console exclusives
When?
and put them
How
on PC. They're
often?
never going to make their money back.
Yeah.
Saros is a perfect example of a game that could have come out on Steam and done well, and they wouldn't be writing articles about how it didn't recoup its money.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I'm
You think
sorry, I'm an
Sony's
Xbox
dead.
still. I don't like they are. I think PS3 is when they peaked. I mean, so did Microsoft with 360, but whatever.
I mean, Sony's exclusives have been of a higher caliber than Xbox's, John.
Yeah, but they're few and far between, Michelle. It just doesn't happen often
Xbox
enough.
has more.
I think they do. I mean, listen, Subnautica 2 is going to be on Game Pass in a couple days.
It is.
Yes.
Well, that game is going to be
Okay,
loved by,
sounds like
people.
sounds like Xbox sounds a little more appealing, doesn't it?
No, Subnautica 2 looks like trash. There's
It
like
does,
a bunch
but
of
it's gonna
weird
be a big
characters
deal.
in it.
Right.
It is. It's already a top-selling game. It's got 5 million wish lists. To get
Yeah.
that in Game Pass, that's actually a really good get.
I know.
But do I need an Xbox
Including,
for that?
well, guess how I played fucking Mixtape? Xbox.
Game Pass.
Tell me that it's tell me it's
Game
not
Pass, though, not Xbox, though. You're confusing the two.
not really. I just explained to you I could play my PC games on
But
the
I
Xbox.
don't own an Xbox. And I
Okay, but I
there is
explained
no
to
loss
you.
to me not owning
I
an
explained
Xbox.
to you though that
Yeah.
these PC games are on my PC and my Xbox, and they're on
Sure.
Game Pass. Okay,
Mhm.
and also Forza Horizon is coming out here.
Well, look, another popular game.
Yeah,
Yeah, I never said like Game Pass was useless. I'm
Yeah.
saying that the Xbox console, I think, is in trouble when you're comparing to the PlayStation console.
So,
John,
so,
but
all right, so Subnautica on May 14th is set to release via early access. When it does, it'll be available on PC and Xbox Series X and available via PC Game Pass and Xbox Game Pass Ultimate.
So it's only on. So if you're on Xbox, the actual console, it's only on Ultimate. But if you're on PC, it's on the one PC. They keep
It's a-
fucking the console like base users too.
Well, listen, I talked to Matt McCarthy last night and he told me he canceled Game Pass.
Yeah.
Cause he's like, I'm paying like $600 a year. He's like,
What?
I just,
$600 a year.
it was, well, hang on. So he said he's paying $30 dollars a month. Which is, I guess if you do the math, $600. That doesn't really work though. It's 300 times 640 plus 60, $360. I don't know. So he said, I'm paying like all this money. He's like, I just canceled it and bought Call of Duty outright for $48 is what he said. And I said, well, they lowered the price and you can just get the PC one for fucking $13, whatever it is.
Yeah, even that, if he did that, it's only $360 a year or whatever.
Yeah. So I don't know what he was doing, but he said it was just stupid. It was like $37 a month or something. But did it ever cost that much?
Look,
Maybe
next week we have.
Yeah.
Is Forza next week or soon?
I don't know. I have it preloaded on my
I think Forza's
Xbox.
next week. So I mean, look, if next week on Game Pass there's Forza, there's Subnautica,
May 19th.
they just had Mixcraft. Like there is value there for people.
Yeah.
Great people. You don't own the game, so but we're going to talk about Forza next week with Kevin as well as the
Forza's
Batman
supposed
game.
to be pretty good, I'm hearing, too.
I'll play Subnautica. I mean, it's in Japan, so it's going to look a little different than anything.
Yeah,
others, which
that's
is cool.
exciting to me, honestly.
Yeah.
Last time they were in Mexico.
Yeah, that's too dusty. I want to see pretty stuff.
So, what was I going to say? Yeah, I'm going to play Subnautica too. I'm going to play that on my Xbox and down here.
You don't like crafters. You don't like crafting tables. Is it because it's underwater?
I want
You
to
said you never
try
wanted
it.
to see a table again.
Well, there's no tables underwater. Does that have weights on it?
Yeah,
it's
there
going to
probably
float
is
to the
a
top.
crafting table.
It would have to be.
Yeah.
I mean, do they have weights on it or like sandbags or how does that work?
I don't
Wouldn't
know.
it float to the top?
Yeah.
It'd be
Liza P.
debris.
Publisher is hiring AI artists, which is basically an artist because all artists use AI. That was a popular news article here, and people were mad at them. But
Well,
some
I
of the-
just thought again that's interesting because if you like an image, an AI image, you're on the shit list.
you're on the shit list.
They're
This
openly
podcast is on their
hiring
shit list.
someone. What?
Yeah.
Like,
That's bad. Roblox said they want to use AI to make photorealistic games. So they're involved. And then Sony's mapping out how their first party PlayStation AI tools are going to be used in development. So
let's talk
AI
about
is
Steam
definitely
Machine
a
real
topic.
quick.
yeah. Do we have a date yet?
No, we don't. But I want to talk about the Steam controller. So someone discovered an Easter egg on it that if you drop it, it does the Wilhelm scream. You know what that is?
Maybe.
It's been used in every movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You use
it's
it
been
in
used
our plays.
like what's that?
You use it in our Christmas plays.
Yeah, and I used it in Chainsaw Zombie Slaughter that Matt and I made.
Okay.
But yeah, it's been used like since the 50s or something, or 40s. Like it's been used in Hollywood forever, right? And so if you drop the controller, it screams. So but that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
But all right, so the Steam Machine, the rumors right now, and Michelle and I talked about this a little bit on the Subs podcast, which is on our app at videogameoutsiders.com. So,
not our app, on our sub service, which you can listen to in the player of your choice. We do weekly bonus shows from your back catalog.
Yeah. You can subscribe and get it on the app of your choice. But anyway, so right now they're saying that they're going to be doing a queue system where you basically pick the one that you want, and then based on criteria like the age of your account, your purchases. They will then send you an email saying you have 72 hours to buy it. And there's supposedly 4 bundles, Steam Frame bundle, probably one with the controller, probably different storage options. If it's $600-ish, I'm probably going to get it. So I'm excited about it, I think.
I think it's exciting for you. You basically don't have a computer in your living room, you know?
I don't, because it's a living room.
Well, I have 2 computers in my living room. I actually just got a new OLED ultra-wide monitor. I'll talk about it next week. But
there is a computer in my living room, but it's on a nice glass table, and it's a Mac. But go on.
Well, I don't consider Macs gaming devices. But yeah, so I think it'd be exciting for you because you're going to get a more powerful thing in your living room, so you don't have to game off your Steam Deck, basically your docked Steam Deck. But then
the Steam Deck now becomes a beach device only.
Well, it's a handheld device. You were always using it like weirdly.
Where?
Why don't you sell it? Give it to your daughter. Give it to...
No, I already gave her the other one. I have the OLED one. So...
Okay, well, get rid of it. Sell it.
It's a travel device now.
Sure.
Maybe I'll put it...
No, it's a 34-inch ultra-wide. I have a bunch of them, but this is the new version of OLED and at 320 hertz or 60 hertz. So yeah, I'll talk about it next week because I'm excited to turn on some games and just see how it looks. I have another OLED ultra-wide, but it's the version 1. It's got text fringing, and now it doesn't. But anyway, there's another article here. Capcom says it will use generative AI to speed up production. So I think as more and more of these like loved companies like Capcom talk about AI,
just own it.
Hopefully, like the general masses are okay with it.
What
but
if
I still think we're going to have
this all
these,
backfires?
I don't think so.
What if it does?
It doesn't.
We have to have the conversation, though. We can't blindly go into it.
About it. What? AI is carrying the United States and the Chinese economy. Without Europe is
Michelle,
fucked. Okay?
What if?
So let's all scream about it and cry about it.
What if? Okay, what if
no.
the plan though is to let the AI take over, and then
what plan?
The people that know are just going to live in bunkers.
Okay,
and then we're all up here fighting fucking Terminators and shit.
Yeah, Jedi Forza will look great on my monitor. I'm actually excited to play.
Are we going to be fighting Terminators?
No.
Are you sure?
No.
They walk over skulls and stuff in the beginning.
We're not. Have you seen like any of them try to move? they're not there yet.
The Boston Dynamic fucking robots. You're not going to fuck with that shit. And I have seen them move. Sorry,
and the battery's going to die.
No, I saw like, I think it was a Ukraine video of a fucking robot dog clear a fucking house with an AR-15 on top of it.
Great. But there's already like drones that can do whatever. Like here's the thing. Like you're not going to have control or change it. So why don't you just enjoy your games?
So I want to get a Motorola Razr flip phone. I got my 6-speed manual card that's off the grid.
You're a fucking weirdo, man. I can't.
So when the EMP comes, I got a ham radio. I got MREs.
Okay.
Don't you think, Michelle?
No.
Listen. I love technology. I've been embracing it since I can remember.
So I'm hearing a little tinfoil paranoia coming out of you.
I'm kind of having fun with this right now, but please go along with it.
Me going along with it is you just like John is a couple of like years away from leaving bad reviews because something you say. I told you, I warned you all. Like you didn't listen to me.
But we have to talk about the flip side of all this, though. It's a real conversation.
So should I write a letter to Capcom? What do you want me to do?
I'm just saying it's a real. Listen, I'm all for it. I have it everywhere. I have 2 subscriptions to AI.
I just want to play some
Don't tell me
Capcom
about
games.
it. Okay?
I don't care what what Shinzu is using to make a face. All right, I just want to play the next Monster Hunter game. What do you want me to do? Should I?
I don't know. Do you want to get into your car and have it turn off?
You don't even have a car with like anything in it. You're driving a car from
That's
the 70s.
pretty good, isn't it? That's pretty great, isn't it?
No.
Yeah, it is.
Well, okay,
yeah,
if you like it, then you should use medicine from the 70s. I'm going to keep going back to this. You should, you know what, 1700s
I know, I need to go to a Civil War hospital.
You do, the hipster hospital, the Civil War hospital. All these people that hate technology, they hate everything. They hate Elon Musk,
iodine and saws. That's all it's in there. That's all. It's just a cabinet with a saw and iodine.
They're lecturing us all on how we're all bad because we have whatever. But these guys are sitting there in their beds in like the richest nation in the world, on their iPhones made with slave labor from China and slave materials from Africa, telling us how we're all terrible people and AI is shit.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
I just feel like, don't become one of them, John, or I want you to strip
I'm not
away
becoming
everything you have.
I have more AI subscriptions than you do, so don't.
That's true. I don't need them. I run things locally. Krell says John needs more leeches to cure his cold.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was saying. Leeches, iodine. I think that was.
Yeah.
I think everything. I think iodine solved everything.
You sanitize like your scalpel with like scotch, right? Like, and you're doing your own home
whiskey.
surgery.
It was whiskey and knives.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how they fixed everything.
You have a tourniquet on your leg. Like if you ever need your foot
it was
removed for diabetes.
A Bowie knife and some whiskey that was made in a bathtub. That's pretty much it.
Well, the guy who like discovered bacteria, because a lot of people were dying, basically.
Jebediah bacteria.
No, the morticians, he wasn't Canadian. The morticians that were handling dead people were delivering babies and the women kept dying. And he said it's because there's bacteria. Doctors aren't washing their hands. They thought he was fucking insane. He they put him in an asylum and he killed himself or something.
And that man invented soap.
Yeah. I mean, he did. Like people discover these things and they're too early, but I feel like you're not on that. Like, oh, I'm on the AI is bad. Let's go cry at Capcom kind of team. Like, you're not giving me a solution, John. You're saying buy MREs. I'm asking you, what am I supposed to do?
I'm just
Capcom?
saying, let's discuss the flip side. Okay, that's all.
Why?
It's
more fun to discuss the different medications that AI is
Well, we just talked about all of these kids that are losing their fucking mind and boycotting when someone likes a fucking image. So
because
what are they
crazy.
Thinking? But what are they thinking? But
the thing is, Gen Z is the first generation to be dumber than the generation that came before.
But what's weird to me. What's weird to me though is the kids are the ones that usually embrace technology.
No,
but they're
because
the ones
they've gone
that
backwards. You remember when we were younger? It was kind of cool to be cool. That's what you wanted to be. Now they hate that too. They do that too now. It's not cool to be cool. They hate rich. Being successful is bad.
No, I know. They want to be as ugly as possible and have...
if you're attractive, it's bad. Unless you're like a dumb whore on OnlyFans, that's fine. And like being rich is bad. All rich people are evil.
Yeah.
So they don't want to be cool anymore. They are...
But they're worried they're going to lose their jobs, but...
What jobs? They don't have jobs.
That's
they're
what I'm
rotting
saying.
in their parents' bed.
It's everything's DoorDash and fucking... I don't know what's happening out there.
They're ordering fucking Uber Eats milkshakes, and they're saying that they're like you guys. They're basically saying fuck it. They're choosing to spend all of their money on these experiences instead of on things like saving money or whatever.
Right.
And so they're mad at the world. And I just, I don't. What am I? I'm asking you for a solution.
How can they hate AI though when they all got fucking Siri in their pocket? So that's what I don't get.
Because it's bullshit.
What?
Because it's a bullshit, disgusting culture of ignorance.
Like they literally have the most advanced AI in their pocket. Like, not advanced, but one of the most heavily funded AIs. That's with them all the time.
You're actually thinking it's based on like morals and integrity or empathy. It's not. It's based on just like trying to be part of the crowd.
Well, supposedly it's empathy, right? So it's like, how dare you use a fucking
empathy.
So how dare you use a splash screen on your game? You could have hired some fucking guy in Fiverr in the Philippines. That's what they're saying,
but
right?
Guess what? There's a guy on Fiverr using AI making a lot of money right now.
Exactly. You hire the guy on Fiverr in the Philippines. He gives you fucking AI image and fucks you. Like he fucks you hard.
I read this article about this guy in India who was making fake MAGA women and putting them on Facebook and grifting a bunch of dudes. You want to shut them all down?
We just figured something out right there because you hire an artist and that artist uses AI and fucks you. Think about it. You think you're being virtuous by hiring the artist?
That has happened with people purchasing packs. So are free packs bad? But I didn't pay an artist. I just bought a free pack. I didn't tip them 99 cents on itch.io.
Right.
You know, I'm just asking you, John, what am I going to do with Capcom? Should I not play the next Monster Hunter game?
I don't know.
What am I supposed to do?
Well, I don't know. I want fucking a Blade Runner coming through my house and Terminator stomping skulls because you wanted some fucking whatever loot box.
Yeah, well,
Capcom.
I say bring it on. I want all the technology. I want the best technology. I don't care about trying to shut shit down. If I don't like it, I just won't buy it. They're not telling me I have to use these products or I have to purchase them. Other stuff that went on, you want to talk about Nintendo?
Well, they're raising the price.
Yeah.
And they're saying, they're going to raise the price of Switch 2 to $500. And they're saying, listen, we're raising the price, but really we need to go higher.
Oh.
So we're kind of banking that you're going to buy games. That's the message.
Right.
They're saying, all right, we'll raise it $50, but really we should go up 100, maybe 150. But you better buy fucking games.
Otherwise more is coming. It's a threat.
Otherwise, we're fucked.
Oh my god!
I mean, it's the Razor Blade model, and Star Fox, is coming out soon. They just announced the N64 Star Fox remake, and Michelle, I saw the kids, the Gen Zs losing their mind about that. They're mad.
The Gen Zs. They're mad because they remade Star Fox too many times? What are they mad about?
They're saying it's been remade too many times. This is slop. This is lazy. All the words. We should write them down to have those ready to go all the time.
There's slop and lazy.
What?
I mean, I do understand when you want to see
funny.
Thank you. Oh, wait, we never did his 10-second spotlight.
Oh, that's right. Hang on. Let me...
hold on, Charlie.
Wait. Yeah, Charlie
the Canadian, because we have to do this, guys, to kind of make good with Canada, as we talked about. He was supposed to review a game. I don't know.
Well, let's ask him. Go ahead and ask him. I don't know. Go ahead.
Charlie, what did you do for your 10-second
This week
spotlight?
I played all the games, so I will review all games.
Okay. Well, what's your review for them, I guess?
That's right. I have an aggregate score of every game ever created.
Okay.
I give them a 7.
Okay, so he's like IGN. It's basically
so you reviewed every game, and every game's... Did you have a favorite?
Out?
Yeah.
I like coloring cats a lot.
Oh.
Okay.
100 Cats Lost in USA Find and Color was my favorite.
Oh, okay.
He's a pussy. He is Canadian, John.
We successfully replaced Matt with AI.
I don't think we need Canadians anymore, basically. And Canada, we have fulfilled our duties to you. We had a Canadian on the show tonight, even though they were AI. But yeah, I feel like, John, that there's just a lot of what's happening in gaming lately has been controversy to controversy to controversy to controversy. Yeah. And I want to get rid of them. I don't want to have to worry about...
No, I want to play games.
Right. So whatever Capcom is hiring, whatever they're using...
We're going back to that.
No, I'm saying, let's not care. Let's just... If the game is good, we'll play it. If it's not, we won't. Can we just go... Can we get back to that?
I know, it's so weird. I mean, we've been doing this for so long, and...
it's getting progressively worse.
It was just never part... Well, I saw today, I read someone said every game release is going to be a culture war.
Yeah, it is.
Every game release.
But it keeps going back to, once again, Eastern versus Western developers. And I think that is what. But
that's still a culture war because
yes.
we get the Eastern games and we're like, oh, we love this. This is great. And then people find these ridiculous flaws in them or perceived flaws that aren't even would never have been a conversation 10 years ago. Yeah,
and they're racist. Yeah,
right.
But yeah, I do think the cycle is being sped up too. It's not enough to have one a week. This week there was 4 or 5 different things. I'm another one, of just it's the news cycle is getting faster and people are just yeah. Jedi says just play Mixtape and don't worry about IGN's 10s. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to play it. I knew it wasn't for me, but I think it is a good Game Pass get, John. Once again, you've got.
I think it is.
Slay the Spire.
Listen, Phil on his way out, he had a bunch of buttons. Boop, 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 bop, 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 beep, beep, boop, and that's it.
That was it.
This is all Phil's work, I assure you.
Yeah, that was another thing with AI that went on this week. People were coming down on Asha Sharma saying that Xbox is now being run by, quote, tech bros, saying that she appointed some former people from another team there. It's like, who do you guys want to run it?
Who do you think started the fucking company, by the way?
Who do you want to, like, tech bros? They hate tech bros. They hate AI tech bros. Like, you're looking for cottagecore lesbians to run Xbox or something. I don't know.
The tech bros are responsible for the phone in your pocket and fucking everything else around you.
Thank you for the sub, Ice and Kula. Yeah. I mean, I hate to break it to these people that hate men, but they're probably responsible for a lot of things you're using. So the tech bros that they hate, the rich people that they hate, the guys that they hate, there's a lot of hate out there that it's bad now. They're saying Xbox is doomed because Asha hired these former, AI tech bros. Like guys, they're at Microsoft. I don't know who you're wanting to run Xbox.
I want the tech bros back.
I want more tech bros. Let's get out the people that are fake gamers like Anita Sarkeesian. Let's get the
guy from
nerdiest
Silicon
motherfuckers
Valley
we can
doing
find.
everything.
Let's get people that actually are working with technology and doing something good. I mean, I know, John, you really do believe in Microsoft's vision for the future, for the long run. Yeah, I think they did find a creative way to hopefully circumvent the fact that people aren't wanting to release games for Xbox because it's just too much work because there aren't enough out there in the wild. They're going to bypass that by having this one United Windows Store on PC. But yeah, I mean, if you buy a Steam Deck, will you buy a Helix? It becomes a weird thing.
Well, I mean, I told you before, the Helix is more appealing to me than the Steam machine, just because I have the deck already. Okay. But that's like 2 years away. So
True. Well, I think those were all the things that happened this week.
Yeah.
A lot of the crazy stuff that went on. We didn't really get to all the little details. Like Google Stadia guy said that the industry's in trouble because we can't compete with but it's all just the same.
1 0 0 0 1 0 1 0 beep.
Everything is ones and zeros. So
I tried finding that audio of me doing that.
Oh yeah, 1 1 1 1
1 1 1 0 0 0 0 0 beep beep boop.
That was on our AI. We had like a full AI episode.
I know we did. But I didn't have that. I didn't know where it was or what.
Yeah.
Didn't I do that live at the Christmas play?
So.
Right? Yeah.
But anyway, I'm tired. This was a lot of show to cover. But look, another big week next week. We're going to have Kevin, the Game Store guy, back. We're going to talk about Forza. We're hopefully going to talk about the Batman game if we get our copies. We're going to talk about Subnautica 2 and whatever. I guarantee, let's see what it will be. What is the next gaming controversy? I mean, Forza leaked early and they banned people. That was another one we didn't get to talk about. Yeah, like they're IP
Do you know
banning.
that? That's not a joke, by the way. They got banned for 8,000 years.
Didn't they remove the telemetry and being able to track who they were banning? How did they find out who it was? Because they had source code leaked with Forza, so people were playing early.
Forza 6 leaks early. Developer responds by banning the IPs of anyone playing it for just under 8,000 years.
It's not like they can.
We can't wait to see you. So they were banned till December 31st, 9,999.
We aren't making it till then.
Year.
The human race.
No, exactly. This is what I'm saying. So you want Capcom to do all this shit.
Yeah,
and then in the meantime, the people survived are underground, and we're up here fighting.
I want to live forever. I don't like these meat bags that we're in, John. We're vulnerable.
I understand.
There's degradation.
But I'm saying
I don't like physical media, and I don't like the physical media of my body. It's shit.
Okay, but we might want to think about being underground, though, if you want that to survive.
Underground is bad air. I'm going to get cancer.
No,
that's got its own set of problems.
Not if we get in with the right people. I'm just telling you. There's some.
Yeah.
There's some.
Kevin says it's a hardware ban too. Yeah. Good luck.
There's a couple lizard people I can introduce you to, and all
right.
I think it'll all work out.
Okay. I don't really like
you. You better be into pork and beans.
No, I've never had.
What?
I don't really eat pork or beans.
Well, it's beans with little pieces of pork in it. It's not like the main feature.
Okay.
It's more.
I think I'm going to opt for above ground and pizza than underground and pork and beans.
Well, maybe
for right now.
Yeah, all right.
For right now, I'm going to opt with AI and Capcom.
Okay.
But anyway, guys, we're going to get out of here. We've got a big show next week, so we're going to prepare for that. We hope to meet you guys in Discord. So come on down to videogameoutsiders.com. Win games from Loaded. We're giving away the new Bond game, the new Batman game. Check out loaded.com if you want to save money. If you do want to support VGO, keep VGO ad free. You can do that. It's only $5 a month. You get multiple bonus shows every single week and our entire 20-year back catalog. And those bonus shows and that 20-year back catalog are not out there in our free feeds. So if you want to support us, easiest way to do that is head to our website and listen in the player of your choice.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time. Video Game Outsiders, out.
maybe have a drink. Maybe it will never end. The penthouse in reach with our rich friends. Hot tub and fantasy, 'cause maybe it will never end. The summer never ends when you're with me. The summer never ends when you're with me. Laying in the sand, sweating from the heat. We don't have a plan, but these summer nights, they can't be beat. So come with me and